This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here. Now be sure to watch Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV by subscribing on YouTube and following them on social media for all the latest Leicester City news and information. Come on, you foxes!
Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on and ready to go.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
Good evening, fellow Fox fans. How are you doing? It's Wednesday night. That can only mean one thing. It's me again. Yes, it's Leicester Till I Die TV. We are live at the moment on YouTube as Leicester Till I Die TV. Please give us a subscribe and a like as well. We're on Facebook, the group Leicester Till I Die, and on the Twitter sphere at Leicester TID. We've got a game again on Friday. Do you remember the good old days? Now, you know, when I was a lad, we used to play on a Saturday at 3 o'clock. Do you remember that? It was a long, long time ago, wasn't it? But we've got another Friday night, so we've got the chance to put our marker down, get 3 points, fingers crossed, and let Chelsea and West Ham know what is happening. We have got Newcastle, the Geordies are in town, and if you're watching the Vikings at the moment, as I'm a bit behind, but I'm catching up slowly. The Northmen are coming. They are. So we're going to be kicking off 8 o'clock on Friday. It's on the at the King Power Stadium. We are on Sky Sports, and if you want to listen to it rather than watch it, LCFC Radio via the website, and of course, if you are in the county, on BBC Radio Leicester. We've got a friend to join us, an opposition fan. We were hoping to have two. One of them is stuck in traffic at the moment because it is quite bad weather up there. I think he's stuck in the fog on the Tyne. Yeah, come on, give it me. I had to get it in at some point, didn't I? But yeah, we've got Jay joining us. Let's bring him in and say good evening to Jay.
Good evening.
Good evening, mate. How are you doing?
Fine, mate. How are you?
That is probably the first and last word that I'll understand tonight. He's got his beer. Good man.
No, just not beer.
I am saying on the bottom that when this actually goes up on YouTube and it's not live, I will put subtitles on for those that can't understand it. But in the meantime, there's a very, very good website, which is www.geordie.org UK, which apparently gives you all the best Geordie sayings. So I think one of those is why Steve Bruce is shit. I think that's like the number one saying at the moment. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, let's get the elephant in the room out the way, so to speak, because it was going to come up at some point. So we, at the moment, everything is going on about the owners of the clubs, the Glazers at Man United, the Kroenkes at Arsenal, and I noticed there's a lot of Newcastle fans really annoyed with Sky Sports because they managed to track Joel Glazer down, and yet they can't, find Mike Ashley apparently.
No.
You're in the middle of it. We've obviously, we think we've got some of the best owners out there. How much longer is it going to be until Mike Ashley sells the club?
I don't know when it's going to start, mate. at the minute we've been so crap. At the minute we're I don't know. You guys at the club. It's been 14 years of Mike Ashley at this club. He just ruined this club from the day he took over. We've been shocking championship twice, but he needs to go now. We need new owners. We need something good. That's how it is up here in the north.
Going to say hello to Melina, who's our mod this evening, and she says hello to Retro.
Hello, Melina. No,
I hate to say this, Jay, but she's an Arsenal fan, so I'm really sorry to poke in the wounds. But I mean, yeah. When Ashley sort of bought you, if you like, I mean, to me, and again, I'm an outsider here, but he was a Newcastle fan, wasn't he? He stood on the terraces. Is it just the fact that he won't spend money, or does he? He sometimes seems to give money for players. What else is it? Apart from the money. As I say, we don't understand always. Looking from the outside in.
Yeah, it's like the money we have not had spent a penny. We have spent much, but he's been trying. He's not a Costa fan actually. He supports Tottenham. He's a Tottenham fan. Really,
well, I thought he was a Newcastle fan.
No, he likes Newcastle and he likes Tottenham as well. But that's a bit mean saying about him.
But I can remember seeing him in whether it was the Cop or certainly in the crowd with a Newcastle shirt on.
Yeah, that was years ago. That was many years ago. But now he needs to go, and I'm really sick of it. But me now, we'll have to get on and move on from it now. See what happens in the summer.
And we've got obviously Steve Bruce there. He's a Geordie lad, isn't he? But he's. Are the managers bad, or is it just the fact that they're not getting the support from Mike Ashley?
They're not getting support. They're not getting support from from Mike Ashley. Is not getting. He need to spend in the summer. We need to spend big. We need probably get 3 players in the summer. But when you look at options, see what happens in the summer, Ashley. And let's take over our business. But hopefully we can get a new manager in and new owners in the summer.
And you think? Do you think Steve will go? I mean, or would you trust him if he was given money? Because from what we can see, you wouldn't trust him even if he had millions of pounds. You just don't like. He's got you sort of fourth and bottom, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he really has. He's just poor manager, and he's got 2 wins and a draw this past few weeks. But this we need to win. We need to win another game, but when it will come, I don't know.
If he was to go, I've heard rumours. I don't know how true this is. Would Benitez come back? Do you think?
Nah, he's had his time up here now. He won't come back now. We need someone young talent, young ideas, young talent up here.
And ideally, and we'll move on to the game after this because I can see it's hurting you to talk about him. But who would you have? Who would your choice to replace him be?
I would say Eddie Howe or the Lampard.
Right. I mean, I must admit, I was going to say Eddie Howe because I'm down on the south coast, and of course he was manager at Bournemouth, which is like just down the road from here. And he's really good, but he does like this part of the world. That's the only thing. He went up to Burnley, and where I also lived for 20 odd years, and he didn't settle, and he came back down to Bournemouth. But good luck. It's a big club. It's tradition there, and like you say, there's rumours of sales going through, but you never know with Newcastle. It is a bit of a soap opera at the moment, isn't it?
It is big opera.
It is. So we got the game on Friday night. Going into this game here, and we'll just have a look. Bring this up here. The form that we've both been in there. Your form actually at the moment is a little bit better than ours. I mean, we have the loss personally to Man City, which I think most teams it's a bit of a given this season. You've got West Ham, and we had the problem with the naughty players being dropped for that one. West Brom, Palace, and we managed to only get a draw against Southampton against 10 men. But you've not I mean, you alluded to it before. You know, you've had a couple of wins in there and a draw, and you've just had the one. You know, you even got a draw at Liverpool. So I mean, form wise, just when you needed it, you have got a few points out there.
We have, yes, we have.
You know, I mean,
points out. Win this game, but it depends on what happens on Friday night.
I mean, the Liverpool one. I mean, you know, you 2-2 with Spurs and 1-1 with Liverpool. You know, the Liverpool. Did you perform well in that game?
Liverpool game, yes, we should have won it. Against Liverpool, we should have won that hands on at home, but we didn't. Away from home, we should have won it, but we didn't. So it was a very disgusting result. But we got the point at Anfield. Best way to get it out there at the Liverpool Stadium.
Were you? Because I remember watching the first half of that game, and you did seem to be sort of like all hands to the pump at defence. They seemed to be taking shots, but I think it was a case of they could still be taking shots now, and I don't think they'd be scoring any goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Arsenal one, it was the last game, and you know, there's no disgrace necessarily in losing to Arsenal, but you were saying it was the performance.
Yeah, performance of the players, yes, we were just shocking. But we're sitting too back a bit. We were just not getting forward enough. We were just letting them Arsenal through, let them pass the bus, really. But you know that's how it is up here.
Yeah. And I mean, is that because the players you've got, to put it bluntly, aren't that good enough? Or is it the fact that they are playing to a system that the manager has put in place and the manager's, what you're saying in the past, is not good enough?
Yeah, no, going up at the minute. We're not being too bad. We've got Maximum playing well. Watson's back at injury now. But we didn't turn up. It's like we didn't turn up at all. We were shocking. We were sitting back a bit. We were just not in there. We weren't progressing a lot. We were just sitting down. Joe Willock is one of our players on loan at the minute. But, you know, he couldn't play against Arsenal because he's not so lonely. But we're sure when that game hands on. But didn't.
I mean, it's a bit bad this season when your best player is actually come from Arsenal. And they... I've got to be quiet. I've got to be quiet, or she'll tell me off. She'll being the Arsenal fan. What are your injuries like? I mean, you know, we've had bad injuries all season, and I think a lot of clubs have. And I never like using it as an excuse because, you know, Premier League clubs these days should have big enough squads, but because of the type of season it has been bad. I mean, I don't know how up to date this is. I only checked this a couple of days ago. But you've got 5 players there ruled out. Now I don't know whether they're regulars or, you know, whether the big misses. Talk us through it.
It's also our captain. He's been out since the season now. Shaw got a red card against Arsenal. Him missing one game. Fraser's been out. Dora's been out, so was Hayden. So we had a really bad run without ourselves there. But we need him back in the squad, the captain. But when he come back to the side, the no bench would be match fit. Yeah.
And I mean, we've got Johnny Evans there is sort of not a doubt. He's probably going to be back. He's just picked up a slight knock, which is good because he's managed to score in the last 2 games for us. The surprise for us in the last game against Southampton was that Kelechi and Acho didn't score. But I've got to ask about strikers because you had. And I tell you something, my mind has literally just gone blank. I was about to say it. Slimani. You had Slimani on loan from us.
Yes,
apparently
I met him.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a bit. He's really weird character for me. But he never did much at Newcastle. It was shocking, but he never scored out. He was just not good up here.
Yeah. What was it from what I saw? Because obviously we were doing our best to offload him, but you guys didn't want him anyway.
No, I didn't want him. He just so happened, but.
I've got to ask you while we're talking about players now, one thing, because this guy, we kind of want him to do really, really well.
Yeah.
And I think you probably know where I'm going with this, but he blows hot and cold for Iosi Perez. I mean, you know, we paid. I mean, we didn't even negotiate with you. As far as I know, we just went straight in, paid the 30 million that was his get out clause, and we got him. I don't know what it is about him. He doesn't. He's not consistent. I mean, do you miss him? Would you want him back? Was he that good when you had him?
We bought him for 1.5 million. We bought him very cheap on the cheap. But he was a good player, but he did well for the Toon or for Perez, but he had to go. He wasn't right for the club. He had to leave. Now I wouldn't think about the Toon anymore. I want him to take back hands on.
Yeah, he is, unfortunately. I mean, I think every club has at least one scapegoat in the team, and he is our current scapegoat at the moment. We always say, you know, we always joke that Man United took Man United to the cleaners when we got 80 million from Maguire. We think you did when you got 30 million offers for for Perez. Scott, seen your comment. We're going to come to Scott's comment in a minute, so I won't forget it, Scott. But this is our recent form. These are the last 5 games we've got over you. And in fairness, you've beaten us once in the 5 games there. We've had a couple of quite big wins. I mean, the win was actually going back to 2019. Yeah, and then you had the 5-0 later in the season. When you think, you know, you've got Leicester, do you look at that as a game and think, oh God, it's Leicester, or do you look at just something?
For me, for Leicester City Yacht Club, I have full respect for Leicester. I like Vardy, great talent. You know, not a clever inside out, but we need to win this game. But it's going to be tough down at the King Power.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I am pleased with the form that we have against you, to be honest with you, and I'm always surprised. I mean, let's bring Scott's question in here because he's asking here. He says, "Hi Jay, do you think Callum Wilson, Wilcock, and St Maxim start on Friday?"
I think they will. They need to start. They both need to start on Friday. Yes, I do agree. They need to start. Them two have been our main men. Willock's got to start. Maximin still has kind of Wilson. We need them 3 to start. If we don't have them starting, we'd be shocking. We'd be downhill again.
Yeah, I mean, Callum Wilson was a player, I must admit, that I fancied us going in for. As they obviously being down in Bournemouth, I saw him once or twice. But St Maxim, is he your player of the season?
He's been absolutely on the ball. He's been great. You know, he's quick. He's young. He's quick going forward. He can do all the skill. He's a really good player for us. If we didn't have him, we'll be shocking. We'll be down. But we're ready to get about him. And Wilson and what players are on him. But now it has been a great player. My team of the season, I would say my player of the season is going to be Maxwell. Hands on.
I mean, I've been hearing good things about him. Hopefully, he doesn't have a good game on Friday, but that's just personal choice. I mean, if he's that good, and no disrespect to Newcastle, are you going to be able to hold on to him?
Yes, he wants to stay. Apparently, he said he wants to stay at the castle. He wants to stay up here. He wants all his future up here. He loves it up here. Right. He loves the fans. He's a great signing. We bought him from Lille in the French League, but we needed him. We needed a player like him to be in the team.
I mean, that's good that he's showing some loyalty for you there.
He is.
You know, but let's have a look at the match earlier in the season. Carroll, is he still going? Carroll, it's just like he must be about. I mean, Vardy's old. Carroll must be like coming out in his bath chair now.
Yeah, he's getting on a bit now, Carroll. But that game, we were shocking. But that game, you were better than us on the day. You scored 2 lovely great goals. We were just sitting back too much on that one. But then Carroll scored Should be in 2-2, but that's time. But it still happens on Friday night at the King Power.
I mean, I think we went 1-0 up with Madison, and you got it back with Carroll, like say 8-2. Well, no, we went 2-0 up, didn't we? Sorry, yeah, we got Tillemans, and then you came back to us strong at the end. I mean, a lot of teams are saying this, that they do miss the fans being in the ground, but with Newcastle, we know what Newcastle fans are like. We know how passionate they are. Do you think the team? I mean, we say that with Leicester because obviously we know we got the clappers and we create a good atmosphere, and we say we miss them. And like Maddison's very much a fan player; he likes to play to the fans, you know, when they're in the stadium. Has it been a big miss? I mean, it's been a big miss for us all, obviously, but do you think it's been more of a miss for Newcastle because of the passion of your fans?
Yeah, it's been a big miss for the fans. I know I've got the games as well on a Saturday afternoon over Sunday night afternoon when the games are on. I've got the games, celebrate with the lads. You know, it's great to go to the games. I miss it. I miss going, watching my Newcastle, support them since I was young. But now it's hard to get.
Scott says here, hi Chris, all I can say, and I'm sure Jay will agree, is if Ashley was to sell one of his best players, St. Maxim would be the one to bring in the biggest price tag. But like you say, I mean, every player has his price. Would the I mean, I know he wants to stop there, but would the law of a Man United, you know, a Leicester, a Chelsea, somebody that can offer European football, would that still be too much for him to turn down? And we know Ashley, let's be honest with you, if there's a good offer, he'll just take it, won't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, he would take it, yeah. He would just take that by himself. He would just take it. See you there.
Yes.
Just go away from it.
Yeah. Well, like you say, I mean, the good thing is obviously that he's not looking to leave. So that's the thing. And Melina says here, do you think Newcastle have improved a lot with Joe Wilcox on loan?
Joe Wilcox, yeah, he's been a brilliant signing on loan. I would take him permanently on the ball, on the pitch. He's great player. He's young. He knows the game. He's scored some brilliant goals for his been at Newcastle United, my lovely club, Newcastle United. I love the Toon, but I would take him hands on. Protect him.
Yes. Of the squad that you've got, then when we talk about St. Maxim, you know, you can't rely on the one player. Who else should we be looking out for? Joe Wilcox, I guess, if he's playing.
Yeah. You need to Joe Willard, Maxim and Amaron, and probably Callum Wilson for our players.
I'm just looking down your squad list here. Was it? And I'm trying to think. There was a local lad, and was it Sean Longstaff that everybody was sort of shouting about last season? That it seems to have gone quiet on it at the moment.
Brother Matty Longstaff, very young lad, talented footballer, young Sean. So as Matty Longstaff, they grew up here. The love up here. They've been, you know, they're good two lads, good players. Max, I prefer Matty over Sean. Matty's brilliant. Sean needs to improve a bit more on his football, but Max, they're both being brilliant. But see what happens.
Yes. Yeah. Quickly looking then at the table, I think you're going to be safe this season. I don't think there's sort of. I think at one point it looked a little bit worrying because you know, Fulham had started to put a bit of form together, but I think you get, well, unless you can have a complete implosion and Fulham suddenly start playing like Brazil, I think there's enough there for you to stay up. And then, like you say, there's got to be something for you to do next year, isn't it? Newcastle. Size doesn't matter. My wife used to tell me that all the time. But you've got to, as Newcastle, you've got to want to be up there challenging, you know. And do you look at Leicester still and think, you know, with what Leicester can do, why can't we do it?
Yeah, it's like, why can't we do it? You know, we've been up there since we were up there, bloody hell. I'm in charge of it up there. We're up there, fifth place, Europa League football. Look now. 70 within the league. Shocking. Yeah. We should be in the top half of the table for my sake.
I can remember with joy watching when you had Kevin Keegan as manager and you played Liverpool and those. I think it was about 2-4-3s. That they were great games. I don't want to see a 4-3. I'm going to be honest with you on Friday. That wouldn't do my heart very good at all. But I do have on Leicester Till I Die. And let's get some predictions in from the guys that are watching. But I do have a prediction league on LeicesterTillIDie.com, the website. And we do this with a couple of ex-players. Now, Steve Walsh has gone for a 3-0 to us. Ian Marshall's gone 2-0. I've gone 3-1. In fairness, I'd love to give you a crumb of comfort here and say Steve Lynix actually thinks you'll win, but he's that bad at getting the score predictions right that he goes now for the opposite in the hope that he's that wrong that Leicester will win. But so I can't even offer you that crumb of comfort. But we all can't see a Leicester loss. Now, it's the season we've had this year. You don't know because, you look at some of the daft results that have been out there. Do you, heart in heart, I mean, I know you can never go against your team, but can you see a Newcastle win in there somehow?
Yeah, I would say a 1-0 win. Or I would say a 1-0 win for Friday night.
Friday, yeah. If it's Saturday, you'll win by more because we won't turn up, But yes, you get 1-0. And do you think Leicester are going to be distracted because we've got a small match of an FA Cup final coming up? Do you think that's a distraction?
Yeah, an FA Cup final. Yeah, I always win that. On my behalf.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Because but yeah, it's gonna be a tough game on Saturday, on Friday night. Friday night it's gonna be really tough for us. But going up to Ken Power, but see what happens.
Like I say, you're 9 points ahead of Fulham. Does that release your players to? Because we're still obviously having to think about trying to qualify for the Champions League. There's no guarantee there. It's piling up behind us. We're like in a queue of traffic. Does that make it easier for you? Because your guys can just say, "Well, we're safe at least. Let's just go out and enjoy it."
Yeah. We need to get on that table. If we win, we go up the table more. We got 39 points. Hopefully we can get that result on Friday night. But if we get beat, I would say 1-0 win or a draw.
Well, I hope you're wrong. That's nothing personal, but obviously, I do hope you win. And thanks for coming on tonight. It's been great having you on. It's always nice to talk to the fans on the other side and see what they've got. And I really, really hope, like I say, we are very blessed with the owners we've got, and we do. We know that sort of different clubs out there, Arsenal, Man United, yourselves, not got the best of owners. So hopefully something will get sorted out, and maybe one of those rumours will come off one day.
Hopefully, yeah.
And maybe Steve Bruce will get lost in the fog as well.
Fog of the time, probably will be, yeah.
Exactly. Jay, thanks very much, mate. Stay safe. Let's look forward to getting back to the crowd. In the last couple of games, we should be getting some fans back in the stadium. It would be great. As I say, I don't wish you luck for Friday, obviously, but after that, good luck, and I hope the club sorts itself out in the summer.
Yeah, you can chat with channel if you want, Chris, as well. Chat with channel if you want. You can chat with channel if you want.
Brilliant. Invite me on any time, mate. I'll be more than happy.
Yeah.
And give a shout out to your channels while you're on.
Do you want to do it, Chris? How do you do it?
Well, Melina here is very kindly putting up your YouTube channel. And of course, don't forget, well done, Melina. So that's in the comments there. And we are also you're on there, Retro NUFC on Twitter, on the old Twitter sphere there. Yeah. A bit like Melina, you've got to live in the past because that's when all your glory days were. Ouch.
Yes.
Sorry, I couldn't I couldn't resist it. Couldn't resist it. So give him a follow, give Jay a follow on Retro NUFC on Twitter. And if they beat us on Friday, unfollow him and don't let him give you any abuse.
Yeah.
Mate, send us out an invite. I'd love to come on your channel, return the favour. Take care, stay safe, and good luck next season. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Cheers, bye-bye. So thanks to Jay there, and his pint of beer. I think he was enjoying that. So Newcastle, yeah, can we do it? We need to. I mean, look at this table. It's piling up there. We've got Chelsea up our backside, even without John Terry. We've got allegedly West Ham. Burnley did us no favours the other day. Tottenham even managed a win. Liverpool, are you getting a little bit worried? My only actual thing is the fact that there's not many games left to the end of the season. We've got Newcastle, Man United. We've got 4 league games left. We can't throw it away this time, can we, guys? Surely. But this is Leicester City. So you just never know. I'm going to say thanks to Melina for modding. So say hi to David Gamble coming in at the end there. Sorry, mate, you missed it all. I think we could have had another longer chat with Jay, but we would need a translator. We really would. I'm going to put subtitles up for if you go onto this later on YouTube. Please, 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 please give us a subscribe on YouTube. Leicester Till I Die TV. Subscribe and like the video. I would be ever, ever, ever so grateful. And of course, if you want to listen to this rather than watch us, and I really don't blame you, as good looking as I am, I do know that maybe you don't want to watch it, or, all the time. But you can listen to us instead while you're doing the washing up, doing the gardening if it's not raining, putting the shed back up if it's blown over in the wind. Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts with the iTunes, Spotify, Podcast Addict, to name but a few. It will all be up there, and get all the past podcasts as well on your favorite podcast station. I've gone for a 3-1 because I do believe we are still capable of letting a goal in. Look at Southampton. Retro, he said he's subbed to our channel. Thanks very much, and I think I've subbed to yours. I will check afterwards. If I haven't, I will do, mate. David saying there, it's a must-win game. We can't make any excuses. That 1 point is better than none if we don't win. Very true. Very true, in fairness. We 1 point is better than none at the end of the day. Let's not be honest about it. Let's not make any jokes. But we can't afford to drop points. Last season, we were so far ahead that we thought, well, we've lost this game. It doesn't matter. We're still so many points ahead. We haven't got that. And I was reading today, depending what happens with Chelsea, with Arsenal, with Man United. Well, if Arsenal was to win, we're only allowed a maximum of so many Champions League places. Now, if Arsenal win the Europa League, they'll be in the Champions League. If Chelsea win it, they take a space up because they are going in as holders. 4th might not be good enough. We've got to stay on our game. We have to go. Sorry if you're still watching Retro. I hate to say this, but we've really, really, really got to get another 5-0 over you. 3-0 win for yous. Ethan, hello. I'm guessing Ethan 9 with the 9 that you are a big Newcastle fan there. Easy 3-0 win for yous. We'll surrender to you like we did against Arsenal. To be honest with you, and this is the worry as a Leicester fan here, Ethan, is we don't know. We just don't know who is going to turn up in a Leicester shirt. We can go out and we can play really, really well, and we, like Man United in the quarterfinals. Unbelievable game. I didn't expect we played like Brazil. we played well against West Brom, but to be totally honest with you, West Brom was shite. They were the worst team we played against all season. Then you've got the game against Southampton. We just don't know who's going to be up or down, within the Leicester team. Is it going to be the Leicester turns up that plays like Brazil? Or is it going to be the Leicester that turns up that plays like, no disrespect, Scunthorpe? I didn't say Arsenal, Molina. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to, That's the worry. That's the worry. Ethan, I'll take the 3-0 if you're giving me that now. Thank you very much. Let's just bring this last comment in from David. If we hope to get a draw here or there versus the final 3, then this has to be 3 points. Plus, we have to rotate with so many games in 2 weeks, FA Cup, etc. That is a point, actually, right? Thank you, David. You've just made me remember something here, right? And I know I'm old, and I know I remember the days when the FA Cup used to be, all day, and you'd have the FA Cup. It's a knockout, and they'd be on the bus with David Vine and his microphone. But the FA Cup used to be the last game of the season. Why? Well, we know why, because I suppose for TV, but they put it on the 15th, which means we've had to fit sort of, the Chelsea and what have you midweek. Somebody explain that to me. Why didn't they just put the FA Cup final back to the last game of the season? That the league finishes on the 15th. We play on the 22nd in the FA Cup final. Does that not make sense? Or am I being a silly old fool? I don't know. To be honest with you, let's be honest with you, football these days, football this season, with the owners and everything that's been going on, is just, let's face it does our head in, doesn't it? But hey, thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for joining in. Thanks to Melina for modding for us. Thank you to Jay from Retro NUFC. Don't forget, that's at Retro NUFC on Twitter. Give him a follow. Great lad. Thanks for coming on, Jay. It was a pleasure to have you on. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I am. You can't get rid of me. I literally am here every week. Melina, I love you forever. Great show. And I want to actually just give a shout out to Melina, because today she's not just a pretty face, and I can say that without fear of oops. I can't get into Twitter, but she has got a diploma, I believe, today. Got a diploma. So well done to Melina. Congratulations, university diploma. She's got brains as well. And top of all that, she's a Canadian. Guys, back tomorrow, 7:00 with the what is it tomorrow? It's the preview show. I'm not with it at all. With the preview show. We'll be back 7:00 tomorrow. Me and Craig, possibly a couple of ex-players as well. And we will be previewing, like I say, the game on Friday night. And then we'll be back on Friday with the pre-match show. And we'll be back with the post-match show as well. And let's hope we are talking about 3 points. Sorry, Jay, but I do hope we're talking about 3 points. Guys, thanks very much. Take care. You're welcome, Melina. I will see you tomorrow night at 7:00. And a very, very, very good night to you. Stay safe, guys. See you tomorrow.
Leicester Till I Die TV. Your first choice
For everything Leicester City.
Tune in and join in now.
Hello, Matt Elliott here. Be sure to watch Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and follow all their social media platforms for all the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.
Some people are on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now.